Hello, my name is Alexander and welcome to Vibseek Studio. By talking to music producers, we have realized that an average music producer will already have tens of thousands of samples on their machine, but they still struggle to find the right sound in the right moment. And for that reason, they keep buying more samples instead of working what they already have. Vibseek Studio is a music intelligence software that helps you to turn ideas into music quicker. Let's have a look into Vibseek Studio. There are three components: the project management, sample management or the sample map, and activities. We'll be focusing on the sample management for now. Each sound will be scanned and put on the map based on similarity. So similar sounds will be grouped together. In order to interact with the map, I can simply hover with the mouse. Previewing samples is extremely fast. I can filter by one-shots, those are all my one-shot sounds. I can filter by loops, and those are all my loops. To get started, I can, let's say, search by kick drum, and I can listen to find the sound that speaks to me. So since I'm working with a one-shot, it would be much more interesting if I can have a simple pattern to preview the sound. For that, we have the step sequencer. Here I can clear the pattern, just click on 1, 4, and now I can just simply move my mouse around to swap the sound. Now I want to start building my loop, and for that I want to use Ableton Live. Vibseek Studio is completely integrated with DAWs like Ableton Live. Sounds will play in sync and it can communicate with the DAW. If I want to create a new project, I can just go to Projects, click New Ableton Project, and now Vibseek Studio will automatically open that project for me. You can see this dot is always floating on top. I can just click on it to open the panel or close it. So let's go back to the samples map. Okay, I found something that I like. So to get this sound into Ableton Live is as simple as just drag and dropping it. I grab it from here, I drop it. We have created a new loop out of the one-shot sound. Let's look for a bass line. Okay, this one sounds cool. So now what I can do, I can either go with the simple step sequence or I can create a more complex pattern. Let's try that out. Okay, that sounds cool. Let's drag and drop that. Now we're looking for a hi-hat. Let's just type hat. Create a simple offbeat pattern. Okay, very simple. Let's drag and drop that. Now we're looking for a clap. Okay, drag and drop it. And now we're looking for a synth sound. Okay, so this one sounds cool. Let's try it. Okay, I can save another variant. Create some variations of that. Let's play it. And what about adding a reverse per step? Let's try it. And now let's say I want to get surprised. So I will just maybe look for loops and just move around and see if I find something interesting. Find another one. If I heard the sound but then I lost it on the map, there is a history here, so I can just go through the last played sounds and find one that I liked. What's really cool about the advanced step sequencer that it works with loops as well. Instead of playing the raw sound, I can play this as a normal sound, but I can remove some of the parts of the loop. So if I go around, I will learn how to use the map because kick drums will be in one area, claps, snares will be in another area. So I can then start intuitively just moving with my mouse towards that direction where the sounds are. We've heard from many music producers that just by importing all the sounds, playing around, they have rediscovered sounds that they didn't know they have. The same thing happens with projects. So music producers have projects in different folders, but just looking by the file name makes it very hard to stay organized and stay on track. For that reason, we have created project management. So when you install Vibseek Studio, all the projects get automatically imported and you can see them all in one view. Each project can have a preview track. I can open more details. I can rate the projects, so I can focus on the ones that I like more, that are worth finishing. I can add notes, so when I come back to this project, I know exactly what I need to do. I can give it some tags, for example, for which record label is this track planned, anything that really helps me to stay organized and find those projects. From here, I can also change the stage so that I can filter by arrangement and only focus on the projects that are in this stage, if in this session I only want to focus on arrangements. So this helps me to go from having an idea to actually pushing those projects that are worth finishing to the finish line. What I notice here in the top right corner, I have my activity bar. It tells me how active I was in the last 7 days. If I click on this, I can see my entire heat map. I know for every day when I was the most productive. If I click on this dot, I can see which exact projects I have been working on with all the activities. Activity also helps me to be more consistent because I have more data to rely on instead of my gut feeling. Vibseek Studio is a music intelligence software. We are starting with project management and sample management, but by talking to music producers, we are building more intelligent features on top to help producers go from having an idea to actually finishing more music. With Vibseek Studio, we want to help producers to develop their sound identity and make more music that sounds like them.